Our third lesson for this week will be about scientific notation. Scientific notation is a convenient way to write very large or very small numbers. In science, we deal with a lot of very large numbers. On the other hand, we also have very small numbers since the scope of science is very large. So, dako kayo siya og daghan kayong aspects ang covered by science. So, understood sad nga daghan sad tag mga numbers with regards to measurements nga ideal nga dagko sad kaayo nga numbers and gagmay sad kaayo nga numbers. Example of this are the first, Avogadro's number. So, Avogadro's number is a very large number. So, it is the number of atoms or molecules in a mole of any substance. So, if you can still remember, a mole is an SI unit that describes the number of atoms that could fit in 0.012 kilogram of carbon-12. So, apil na say mole sa ato ang kanang SI or 7 ka SI base units nga ilang giset. So, Avogadro's number, and kung saan na siya pagbasa kamo na pag-research ana. Next is the distance of Earth from the Sun. So, kani siya, sayo na siya basahon. So, this is 149,597,870.7. So, though, dako kayo siya difference sa Avogadro's number, but still, it is a very big number. And examples of very small numbers are this, mass of an electron. So, if you can still recall sa inyong science nga lesson, electron is part of an atom, which is a very small part, which cannot be seen by our naked eye. So, that is why, that is a very small number, ang iyahang mass. Sa iyang kagamay, so gamay sad kaay siya o, kaya na ang mass. So, there are a lot of zeros after pa sa decimal point before the first nga non-zero nga number. So, that is a very small number. Then, we have the Planck's constant. So, same with mass of electron, that is also a very small number. So many zeros, trailing zeros before our first nga non-zero number after the decimal point. So, scientific notation form, diba? That is a convenient way of writing. So, how are we going to write it? Now, a number written in scientific notation has two parts. The first one is the coefficient. So, coefficient is any decimal number that is greater than 1 but less than 10. Take note greater than 1. So, from 1 point something up to 9.999, basta kay less than of 10. So, 1 digit lang siya. So, mo na siya nga atong forma sa atong coefficient. The next one is the order of magnitude. So, it is basically composed of base and exponent. So, pag makahinumdum mo sa inyong elementary, kaagi naman mo exponential form. So, that is our order of magnitude. So, our scientific notation form is like this. So, natay 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23. So, that is our Avogadro's number expressed in scientific notation. Now, 6.02 is what we call, mo na gitawag nato o coefficient. And see, 10 to the power of 23, our exponential form, mo na gitawag nato order of magnitude, wherein our 10 is the base and our 23 is the exponent. And by the way, our base is always 10. So, scientific notation form, always 10 gyud ang atong base. Then, so how to express a large number in scientific notation form? So, first, move the decimal point to the left until before the first non-zero digit. So, if you're given a whole number, ako nang gibutang nga dihag dako-dako nga datno to indicate sa ato nga kaya na ang decimal point nga position. So, in every whole number, naag yun na sa kinatapusan ng ato nga decimal point. So, what we are going to do is move the decimal point gikan dinha sa iyang original position up to the place before the first non-zero digit. So, it will be like this. And then, the next thing ay mga himuon is drop all non-significant figures. Ang significant figures na to will be our next lesson pa. So, at this point, pag makakita mo mga zero din hang mga sobra-sobra na, ato na siyang tangtangon. Pagsabto na muna ako later kung sa na mga significant o non-significant figures. So, this is what happens. Pag drop na nimo sa mga trailing zeros, so, mo na siyang nabilin. Then, third, multiply the coefficient by 10. Again, I said, ang atong base is always a base of 10. Raised to the number of digits, the decimal point has moved. Pila ka buok ang giagian sa imong decimal point pagbalhin niya. So, ipon na nimo. So, that is why if you are going to ihap all the digit nga gilatasan sa imuha nga decimal point pagbalhin niya din ha. So, there are 23. Okay ba? So, kung nag-move mo from right to left, so ang ato nga, kaya na ang exponent is positive. Okay? Next, how to express a small number in scientific notation form. So, first, move the decimal point to the right until after the first non-zero digit. So, like this. So, kung very small numbers gani, you're given a decimal no form. Here, indicated o asa nga itong decimal point. Basta gani decimal point kani, sa to kung giingon sa previous nito nga lesson, always affects a zero before the decimal point. So, though inigbalihan sa imong decimal point, kay to the right man ta, paingon ta ngadto, so, dili na maagian na ang zero before sa iya ha. So, inigbalihan na niya right after sa first nga non-zero digit, meaning dili 0 si 1. So, right after ana niya, say butang mo ang point. So, drop all non-significant figures, the same. So, what's left is 1.29. Now, count how many digits have been skipped by our kaya na ang decimal point. So, imuha nang i-multiply by 10 tapos to the power of negative 10. So, this time, so negative ang atong exponent, indicating that our decimal point has moved from left to right. So, mo na nga negative 10. 10 rang iya nga naagian sa ato ang decimal point. So, to the right man, so negative 10. So, we are given sa ato nga book og mnemonics to easily remember kung asa pa dong unsay sign. So, to write the standard form in scientific notation form, when the decimal point moves from left to right, so ato ang exponent will be negative. And if ang ato ang movement sa decimal is from right to left, so ang ato ang exponent is positive. So, we will be having some exercises to work on. Feel free to pause this video if you want to to answer the exercise first before revealing the answer. Okay? Kay para nga ma-practice po ninyo, kamo mismo maka-experience mo, how are you going to write it? Don't get discouraged kung nasayop ka, because nga naman jud na nag-eskwela ganita to learn. So it is expected nga at first attempts na to masayop jud ta. So keep on practicing. If nagkalisod ka, naglibog ka, so just keep watching sa video, balik-balik ba pa ha, in case nakaikalibgan. So again, feel free to pause the video to answer first if you want sa pag makatry mo answer before revealing the answer. So this one, so the following, answer the following. So we have number 1, our answer is 5.61. So remember how our coefficients should be greater than 1 but less than 10 times 10 to the power of negative 8, since ang atong movement sa decimal is from right to left. I mean from left to right. So that is negative 8. Ayun, we have 3.0 times 10. Pwede ra sad na 3 times 10 to the power of 7, since gikan man sa right paingon sa left. Then 8.1 times 10 to the power of negative 20, since ang atong movement sa atong decimal is from left to right. So, then we have 6.003 times 10. Dili pwede tang tangon ng 0 ha. I'm sorry. Kay, dili pwede tang tangon ang 0. Asan to? Sorry. Medyo na long press na ako akong clicker. So, dili pwede tang tangon ang 0 in between sa 6 o sa 3. Kay, kana si Ja, mauso ba nga tong value pag tantangon nimo na si 0 in between ni 6 o ni 3. So, mga significant figures na sila. So, times 10 to the power of negative 16, since ang imuhang decimal, gikan man siya sa, gikan man siya ngadto sa left, paingon sa right. Then, kana siya 9.25 times 10 to the power of 22. Then, how about writing scientific notation into standard form, baliktad? So, here, ang imuha nga kanon, if you are given a positive nga kaya ng exponent, so ang imuha nga pagka-right, pag-move sa decimal is to the right. Unya, kung negative ang gihatag, to the left. So, ingon ani. Again, mag-answer ko sa 1, then after that, you may pause. Pwede mo maka-pause sa video, tapos answeran ninyo before ma-reveal ang answer. So, number 1, you are given 2.2 times 10 to the power of 5. So, positive man na siya. So, si decimal point, diba, is nasa in between ni 2, sa duha ka 2, no? So, positive 5 man, so you're given a positive exponent, so you move the decimal point to the right 5 times. 5 ka decimal places. So, counted sa 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, kadtong mga blank spaces or places, imo tong alisdan og 0. That's why it is 220,000. So, 4.0 times 10 to the power of 10. So, muna to the right. Okay, positive man. Then, gikan sa kaya nang kuan, negative 4 man, paingon ta sa left. And then, di ba, gikan sa 6 mo, move ang mo decimal 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why there are 3 zeros. You write decimal point there, and then 0 before that decimal point. Diba, niyo ko, kung ang imong number walay whole number, you should affix 0 before the decimal point. Wala ganin ay 0 before decimal point, wrongan ako na. Okay? So, that is the right way, appropriate way, correct way of writing a decimal number. Okay? So, and so on. So, I hope that this will help you as you are going through with our activities for this week. So, if you have something nalibgan, you can watch the video over and over again until nga makasabot mo. And then if dili, you can ask me question if naadyo kay wala na sabti sa video. So you can all do that as long as kanang you do it for learning. So why problema na if you're going to ask questions. So don't hesitate to ask questions sa atong GC, or you can PM me, and then or you can call baka na may contact number, di ba gihatag yung teacher sa amo So you can use all the modes of kananang sa to communication. If possible lang, if kuan, you are going to contact us during sa kaya na ang class hours. But if dili gyud kuan, you are working at night and you really need answers, you can inquire man sa amo although basig dili kayo na mo matagad kay like makatulog na. So it's better if you're going to ask questions during the class hours. So, I guess, I hope nga this will be enough for you to learn good for sa atong mga activities nga kung ihata sa inyo ha. Thank you and have fun in our activities sa whole week.